How's it going, guys? Today in this tutorial I'll go step by step on how to add a mod with custom scripts, textures, meshes, and a ESP extension. So if you follow this tutorial, you shouldn't run into any problems. So let's begin. The mod I'll be using today in this tutorial is the Leveler's Tower. It's like the ultimate cheat mod for Skyrim. It was created by WillieSea. Um, I'll post the link to the description and the details of the mod in the video description below. Also the download link if you just want to download it straight to your computer, which I recommend. Okay, so the requirements, you definitely need two PS3s. One has to be up to date with official firmware, 4.11, and your other PS3 has to be jailbreak, custom firmware 3.55. So what you want to do is get the tools you need. They're in the description below. And the three tools are BSA Unpacker, BSA Commander, and the XVI Hex Editor. So again, you should download these tools and have them ready on your desktop the way I got them here ready. And the files we are going to need is the Skyrim misc.BSA and Skyrim update.BSA and the update.ESM. I've posted a link for these files as well in the video description. Yeah, so before we start, make sure you have all these files on your desktop. It's gonna make things a lot easier. So if you do, we'll go through this real easy and fast. So when you download the mod, you'll see that it comes with its own textures, meshes, and scripts. So to start off, we're going to need the files Skyrim/misc.bsa and the update.bsa and the update.esm file. Once you have these files on your desktop, you're going to open your BSA Unpacker, and we're going to extract. We're going to extract each content of each BSA file. So the first one we're gonna extract is the Skyrim misc.bsa. So you're gonna click on open. Now go to your desktop and select your misc.bsa file. Highlight it and you click open. Ignore these warning message. It's just telling you it's a different format version BSA file, but just click yes. Okay, so now you see all the contents that are inside the misc.bsa file. So what we want to do now is extract it, every single one file in here. And so to do so, we'll click on extract all, highlight your desktop, and click on make a new folder. So we're going to name this folder misc with capital letters, that way we don't get confused, and we know that it corresponds with the Skyrim/misc.bsa file, so we don't get confused. Now you click OK. I recommend you give it a couple of minutes because it is a lot of scripts. So as you can see, I already opened the folder. It created a new folder on my desktop, and I have opened it, and it's still extracting every single file that's inside the BSA as I speak now. So give it like a minute or two. Once it you think it's done, like you'd see it'll stop moving. It'll stop adding all the files. So once it's done, you can close your BSA Unpacker. So I think that no, it's still going. I gotta keep waiting. It takes a while. It moves by itself, so I believe it should be. I think it's done. So yeah, so we can close this, right? And yeah, so it is done. If it was not done, it would have gave me an error because I closed it too early. But um, everything's good. So once we've extracted all the files, get your Skyrim BSA file and put it next to the folder you just extracted all its contents from. And put them next to each other like I have on the desktop here. Next up, we're going to open the update.BSA file. This one here. I'm going to do the same process, but you click on open, you highlight, select your update.BSA file, click on open, ignore the message, the warning message about the file format. Just click yes, and then again we see all the contents from the update.BSA file. Once you see everything looks good, okay, we're gonna extract all of its contents. So we click on extract. Now brings us to this window. We're gonna highlight desktop, and then you're gonna click on this bottom rectangle to make a new folder on your desktop. And this one we're going to name it update. So again, we don't get confused which BSA corresponds with. So you create a new folder and you click OK. And again, we have to give it some time. There's a lot of files in there. So give it a couple of minutes until it's finished extracting every single file. They're about the same size, both BSA, so I think that around 1 to 2 minutes would be fine, I guess. Or maybe less. I want to make sure that there's no errors. I'll just go ahead and close it now. I think it's done. Okay, so yeah, you extracted the file, so you can click on close. Yeah, everything's fine. So now we have the MISC BSA and the update BSA extracted. We have the folders right next to them, next to each BSA file, so we know which one's which. Okay, so we're gonna start transferring our new mods. If you've downloaded already, I hope so. You downloaded the Leveler's Tower mod. We're going to extract it. We're gonna extract its contents to the desktop, and once it's done, we can proceed. There you go. It's finished. Okay, so now we open up the Leveler's Tower folder. In here, you see it brings the ESP file, which I'll explain to you later how to convert it to an ESM file. And here we go. So we're gonna start off with the textures and meshes. So what you want to do now is this folder that you have here is brings all the contents that are new for the Leveler's Tower. So you're going to open your update folder, and you're going to bring your meshes folder in here into your update folder. and it's going to tell you, do you want to merge this folder with this one, and you're going to click yes. Any new meshes and shaders and strings and textures will always go into your update.BSA file, always. Okay, so we've transferred the meshes. Now we're going to transfer the textures. So you just highlight the textures folder, you bring it over to your update folder. If you noticed, the textures folder wasn't in here before. That's because that folder was not added with the update.bsa, but you can just transfer it over, and that'll be your main textures folder. Even for other mods that you want to add more textures to, you don't have to create another folder, with textures. Everything that has to do with textures will go inside this folder. Anything new. Alright. Okay, so we've transferred our meshes and textures from the leveler's tower folder into our update folder. So we're done with that. Now we're going to move on to the scripts. The scripts will always go into your misc.bsa file. So we're going to open up the misc folder. As you can see, it already says scripts inside. You're gonna open that folder, and then you're going to transfer every single PEX file from the leveler's tower scripts into your misc folder scripts. So you highlight every single one, and you transfer over to your misc folder, and there you go. It's all set. The source, the leveler's tower, the creator of the mod added the source for us. This here, if you want to see it, it has the PSC files for each script that he made. So what you can do here, it's if you have I have a Notepad++, or you can use a hex editor. You can actually change the scripts that he made to your liking, and once you're done with that, you use a tool called PSC compiler. So once you've made changes to the script, you compile it, and then eventually it becomes what it's called a PEX file, which is the script file for Skyrim. But yeah, you don't need to copy the source into the scripts folder. That's just like I said, if you want to modify the scripts. But yes, so we've transferred our textures, meshes, and the scripts into our BSA files. So our next tool that we'll be using is the BSA Commander. You're going to open your BSA Commander, and in this window here you're going to click on Pack. Now in this window here, it says archive name. We're going to name our BSA file that's going to get packed. Something easy, let's name it 1, and make sure you put it in your desktop. So we're going to name this BSA file 1, and the source directory, which contains all the files for this BSA file. The first one we're going to be doing is the misc file, which includes the scripts. So I already had highlighted it, but what you do is you click on the box on the right, all the way in the far right. Once you open that box, you search up your folder misc that's on your desktop, and once you find that folder, all you do is you click OK, and it'll show it up over here. So all the scripts or anything that's inside that folder is going to get packed together to make the BSA file. So one is going to be our one is going to be the name for our BSA, which is going to be our MISC, our Skyrim MISC.BSA file. So you click on pack, and I guess we have to wait. It's a big file, so I'm not sure. Okay, there we go. It's going pretty fast, so okay, come on. Okay, so it's packed it. So let's close this window, and let's close the BSA Commander. We're gonna have to reopen it again to pack the other BSA file, the update BSA. But yeah, so we've created the one.BSA file. What you want to do now is you want to use your hex editor, XVI hex editor. You're gonna open that folder, then you're gonna open the application. Okay, once you're in here, you're gonna open up the new BSA we've created, which is inside our desktop. So you search it on your desktop. It should say 1, real simple. There we go. So we open that, and then you'll have to change the 5th byte. It's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. So we'll change this 5th byte from 67 to 68, and you click on save, and there you go. This is all set. So our scripts for the Leveler's Towers mod is ready to go. What you finally need to do for this file here is you're gonna rename. Since we named it 1, we're gonna have to rename it to the original name of the file when we transfer it into our PS3. If not, it won't read it. So you can put the Skyrim MISC.BSA file inside your MISC folder if you want, and then we're going to right click the one BSA file, highlight everything, and just rename it, right? Rename it to Skyrim / MISC.BSA. Okay, so our MISCs, our scripts are ready to go. Next up, we're doing the update.BSA file. The same process. Open up the Commander, BSA Commander. You're going to click on this window, pack, archive name. We're going to name it 2, something easy, on our desktop. Remember that. Name it. We're going to save it to our desktop. So the source directory, this time we're not going to pick a MISC because we already made that one. That would be the scripts. So we're going to click the right box all the way to the far right, and we are going to pick the update folder that we made. This one here. You click OK. There you go. It's ready. The source directory is there. Okay, the BSA is already named. So now you're going to click on pack. That was faster than the other one. Okay, so we've packed it. We can close this window. Another thing. I should have mentioned this earlier. When you're packing any BSA file from Skyrim for the PS3, always use the flags, the archive flags and the file flags as you see here. Always. If you change 1, 0 or anything from here, you'll definitely get an error. So make sure you have the same number that I have on these two boxes here. Okay, so yeah, back to our BSA file. It's already created. We already packed it. Let's close this window now. We can close the BSA Commander. Now in here, okay, close this. Okay, now we have our 2.BSA file we just made, which this BSA has the textures and the meshes for the Leveler's Tower mod. Okay, so what we're gonna do now is we're gonna open our hex editor, and in here you're going to open. You click on open, go to your desktop, and search for your newly made BSA file that you named 2. This one here. Click on open. We'll do the same thing here now. You change the 5th byte to 6/8. So it's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Okay. Oops. No. What did I do? Alright. Okay. Let me do this again. I did something that I wasn't supposed to. Do you want to save? No. Alright, so open up your hex editor again. Look for your BSA file 2. Okay. Open it. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. You're going to change the 5th byte to 6/8. And then you're going to click on save. Okay, it's done. It's ready. And close that. Close your editor. Close the folder. Okay, so now all you have to do is rename your 2.BSA file to update.BSA. You can put your update.BSA inside the folder you extracted its contents from. And here's your 2.BSA file. You're going to rename it. You highlight everything. You make sure everything you highlight. And you rename it update.BSA. Capital letters always. So there you go. We have our new scripts. We have our new meshes, our new textures ready to go. Remember, scripts always go into the Skyrim misc.bsa, and the textures and meshes will always go on the update.bsa. We have these two files ready here, and now the last thing you are going to need to do is for the Leveler's Tower. It comes with an ESP file. Now I'm usually on nextgenupdate.com and also PS3 Hacks.net. So in the forums of nextgenupdate.com, Derek Trotter, he made a tutorial how to mod and or make your own ESM files from ESPs. His tutorial is very good. I was gonna make a tutorial based on that, but he beat me to it, I guess. He did an awesome job. It's very clear. So for the Leveler's Tower, if you want, you can go see his tutorial. What you need to do with it, it's really easy. All you have to do is replace your ESM file, update.ESM file from your PS3 update from the Skyrim, and just replace that one with this one here. But what you'll need to do, I guess I can go through it now. You'll need to download Fallout Mod Manager, and inside here you'll click on Tools, right? And you go into the tab that says Tools. You scroll down to the third option, which is TestNip. You click that, and it brings you to this window here. Give me a second, okay? So it brings you to this window. In here you click on File and then you open. You go to your desktop because that's where your ESP file is at for the Leveler's Tower mod. So you would open that and then you'd see everything that's inside here. It's all the strings, configurations, and that make up the mod. So what you're gonna do is highlight Leveler's Tower. You click on spells on the tab, and you make ESM file. It's the second to last, almost on the bottom. You click that, and it tells you save as the file type. So we're going to click on master file, and you're going to rename the Leveler's Tower to update. Update. So once you do that, you save it on your desktop to make things easier, right? Click save. Oh, okay, so I forgot I have the folder already created on my desktop. It's called update. Let me just get rid of this. Okay, so again, remember, you're gonna save it as a master file, and the name is going to be update, and then you click on save, and that there creates your update.BSM, ESM file. You can close this window here. You can close the Fallout Mod Manager window, and here on your desktop you have your update.ESM file. All you have to do is rename the last three letters, make them capital, ESM, and there you go. You're good to go. All you have to do is get these three files and place them into your Skyrim 1.05 update for the PS3. Replace those files with the ones we've modded here, and you will have textures and meshes and new scripts onto Skyrim. So yeah, that's the tutorial. Hope you guys like it, and I made it somewhat easy. I know it was a long tutorial, but trust me, once you learn how to do this here, there's pretty much no more boundaries, because that was the main thing that we wanted to get. It was textures and meshes and our own mods into Skyrim on the PS3. So if you want to go and make your own mods and learn how to make your own scripts, you can make Skyrim your own game pretty much. But yeah, so that's it for my tutorial. If you guys like it, or if you don't like it, just leave a comment, and any questions, I'll try to answer them as best as I can. I don't know, that's it. So it's system alert 00, and that's it for my tutorial. Thanks for watching.